What's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. Um, the phone might fall. I don't know yet. I'm keeping an eye. But the title, she can be abusive, but he can't. I finally saw what went on with the marriage boot camp thing with Tahiri and Vado. And I saw the response of you should never put your hands on a woman. And then I was like, what? Because editing stuff comes out of nowhere. I'm like, that's like, if he did that, he just tripping. But then I saw what happened prior to that. They got in an argument. They got into a few arguments. But the last one, like right before that, she started hauling off and throwing apples at his head. She hit him in the head. So his response when he grabbed her was, that's what he did. He was upset about that incident. And what's up, Nicer? And and then I happened to see or listen to um, what's up, Keenan? The Breakfast Club Donkey of the Day, and or I don't know if it's Donkey of the Day or Angela Yee, and she one of them said to hear his response, what's happening, CEO? And basically, she played the victim, and when she did that, I was like, wait, you was on camera, pick, cussing this dude out, talking to him crazy, throwing stuff at him, and now all of a sudden, you a victim. What's up, Gigi? I'm sorry. And I'm like, okay, so she can be abusive, he can't. And I understand what people were saying, you know, for this particular situation. If somebody's treating you like that, you should leave. I definitely, absolutely agree with that. I think one of the issues with that in this particular scenario is a television show. They're probably contractually obligated to be there. So we couldn't necessarily leave the show, you know, I'm pretty sure he's still on the show, and there are going to be other episodes coming up with him and her in them. And I thought about it like, because things keep happening, things are online, other stories, other people, and it's sad to say the overarching theme is, um, especially on television, um, that she can be abusive. He can't. See, she can instigate. He can't retaliate. She could be an aggressor. He can't respond aggressively. You know, yeah, it was hard to find. What's up, Perception? It was hard to find a video of her throwing an apple. I'm like, because then I was like, they got the same. Because I was like, okay, what happened? Because the videos of him grabbing her are clear as day. The one I saw with him throwing the apple is like grainy in the mug. Like, somebody had to record it or whatever. But I thought about it. Um, I think this is the same couple like a week or 2 weeks ago where, the clip is of her saying, you the brokest guy I ever been with. And he got offended by that. And then I said, okay, she could be abusive. This is what I mean by, because I think they did a celebrity talk not too long ago about Evelyn Lozada, saying that Chad Johnson said something about he messed everything up, and then he got it all back, and then Evelyn Lozada came out of nowhere about I was abused, blah blah blah, and I'm thinking to myself, I still stand firm to what I said back in the day. She's violent. She didn't got into it with everybody and their mama over the last, I don't know how many, maybe the last decade. But she's a victim too. I'm a domestic abuse victim. No, you're not. See, you could be abusive. He can't. You know what I mean? He can't be abusive. And I'm like, okay, this narrative keeps going and going and going. Like they had the woman who set the guy's Jeep on fire, and she blew herself up into the next car. And then the guy comes out and said, "Look, that's not even my girlfriend." And then I just saw an article. I don't know if it's real or fake. I got to preface that, saying, there are comments, women are in the comment section, understanding why she torched the guy's car. You know, what's up, Dion? Yeah, that's the problem. They understand why she torched the guy's car. I'm like, oh, okay. Oh man, that's crazy. But now I don't know who she was, but that wasn't the girlfriend. But she's getting arrested for that. There's another story of a young lady who I think she ended her career. I think she's an orthodontist. So she basically stabbed her ex-boyfriend's current girlfriend, and then when the police came, she tried to play the good Samaritan and got herself arrested. What's up there, brother? See, she can be abusive because the idea that you could just stay and play like you helping, you know, a little off in the head. And I see this over and over and over and over again. And I've been seeing it for years. I remember, because I didn't realize how long I've been on YouTube until like a few days ago. So I've been on YouTube doing videos for like 9 years. And I remember when the guy got stabbed in the chest, bringing a girl a birthday cake, and the cake wasn't good enough. I think he died. There was another guy that got stabbed like that. Mitch was popping. You know, you got guys online who, taking pictures of, is it who's that behind me? You got guys online taking videos of themselves getting swung on by chicks and stuff like that. I saw, the video. I didn't know if it was real or fake either, with the paternity test at first when I saw it, and the guy bought he gave his child's mother, or his ex-child's mother, the paternity test and said he ain't the father. And it's like, see, she could be abusive. He can't. Because all of these things that keep going on, I'm looking at it like, this is beyond problematic, not just because of the abuse, not just because I'm gonna get into a few other things about this. I said no, she pulled out, hey, Jesus, and what's up, Mike, by the way? I've noticed that, a man should never put his hands on a woman. Now, I remember some years ago, Chris Rock made a joke, you should never hit a woman, but you could shake the shit out of her though. So that's basically what Votto did, and now that's wrong too, right? I know it's based on a joke, but I'm just saying. But on the flip side of that, I don't hear, and I've never heard, and I'm not trying to make it up, just so people understand this. I've never heard women say you should never do that to a man. A woman should never do that to a man. A woman should never, put her hands on a man. A woman should never throw stuff at men. A woman should never, burn up a guy's car. A woman should never key a guy's car. A woman should never try to stab a man. A woman should never try to fight a man. You don't hear that, because here's the thing. You're letting these people off the hook for being abusive. And don't get it twisted. I'm a person who understands that sometimes people might wind up getting into it. I'm not saying it's right. I'm not saying it's wrong. He said, you've been shaken before. I'm not saying it's right, but I'm saying everybody has a breaking point. And I'm of the belief that if you keep picking it with anybody and they respond, that's on you. If you start a fight with somebody and they wind up fighting you, you pick that fight. That's on you. But I also get that, men are supposed to be protectors of women. But see, you can't protect somebody like that. This becomes a problem when, under these circumstances, the man's wrong because he grabbed up. And it's like, when I saw the clip of him grabbing her, it was out of the blue, right? Just out of the blue. What's up, Jamal? But when I saw her cussing him out and hitting him with them apples, I saw the whole room just, man, that messed up. Oh, that messed up. But I got to give that room of people credit. When he yoked her up, they was just, oh, that messed up. That messed up. They didn't say she didn't deserve it, but when you put your hands on people, people might put their hands on you. Serious B, what's popping? This becomes problematic because there are a lot of ways people say, men can be abusive, men can be physically abusive. DJ, what's happening? How you feeling, fam? They say men can be physically abusive. I understand it. It's dead wrong for a man to be physically abusive. But it's also dead wrong if a man is walking away from you and you keep hitting them. You keep hitting them. I'm going to bring up the Megan Thee Stallion thing in a second. Because I'm not, like, Megan Thee Stallion is a whole lot bigger than Tory Lane, but you shouldn't have shot that chick. I mean, you shouldn't have shot her. This is not Harlem Nights. But if the story is true that she got drunk and belligerent and started whipping his head up in the car, so all of that's fair. She was drunk, she was mad, she thought he was talking to somebody else. She did beat the brakes off him in the car, but you know what's wrong? What's wrong is that he shot in the foot. I understand that. Oh, you want to throw garbage can now? You gonna shoot me in my pinky toe? I know that's dead wrong. I get that, but at a certain point, what's up, Emmanuel? You got to stop being abusive. You gotta keep your hands to yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't keep doing that. Because this idea that people assume you got to be the bigger person. Everybody, you know, being a bigger person has its limitations. That's all I'm trying to say pretty much with this video. Like, understand people have limitations. And if you go so far, somebody might meet you there. And I'm not saying it's right for a man to put his hands on a woman, because it's not. The men are physically stronger, and men can do far more damage. But what I am saying is, if it's understandable that he's dead wrong, don't play stupid when she's dead wrong. Well, you shouldn't have hit him. You shouldn't have kicked him. You shouldn't have scratched him in the face. You shouldn't have threw that knife at him. You shouldn't have hit him with that pot of that pan. Like, chill out. They chill out. Chill that out. And the irony of that is this. We live in America. I've watched videos of clips in other countries where this is not the male-female dynamic. If a woman try to slap a man on national TV, he gonna slap her right back, and they're gonna get on with the show. This may be the only country on the planet right now that I can think of off the top of my head that, a woman trying to fight a man and him fighting back, people go, hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. All right, you shouldn't have did that. That wouldn't work, and I don't think that'll work in Central or South America. I don't think so. Nor wouldn't work in Asia or the Middle East or Africa. Maybe some parts of Europe, but I'm not too. But I think most of the Europe that's a no-go. I could be wrong. But I don't think I'm wrong. So, if she could be an abuser, she can be an abuser. He just can't. But then when people say, you know what? When he actually walks away, that goes, yeah, with Johnny Depp. That's the thing. Like, when it took years to find out, that she was an abusive person. She already ruined his career. And this is why I don't like that. Because if she can be an abuser, that lady, that Amber, whatever her name is, she never publicly said that she was doing that stuff. She went right to victim and just hid out, blah blah blah. You know, just hid out like I don't know what you talking about. Then everything pop up and it's her, and it was like, oh, and then oh my God, I got caught. Yeah, exactly. She can't give him that money back. You know, Johnny Depp look like he dying now. I hate to say that, but you know, the last picture I saw him, hope it was a bad picture. But you know, because and I know what you talk about, Gigi with Solange and Beyonce. Yeah, you know, because even in that scenario, if Jay-Z would have hauled off and you know, think about it. In both Solange and Jay-Z and Ray Rice and his wife, same situation. Just one situation, the dude got hit, and the other situation, the dude hit back. And that means she can be abusive, but he can't. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying to do what Ray Rice did, because when Ray Rice hit his wife, that was